question 4, we're comparing rational functions. So we want to compare these two. So here's one of them, and then h of x is graphed for us. Okay, so what we can do is set the denominator of g of x equal to 0 and solve for that. So subtract 2 on both sides and then divide by 2, and we get -1. So there is our vertical asymptote, right? X equals, not -2 down there, it's 2, -1. Okay, well, this asymptote is at 1, right? So h of x has an asymptote at x equals 1, and g of x has the asymptote x equals -1. Okay, then what I can do is I can look at the degree of the top, which is 1, and the degree of the bottom, which is 1. So since they're the same, my horizontal asymptote would just be the lead coefficient 1 over the lead coefficient 2. So y equals 1/2, or g of x equals 1/2. Okay, for this one, I see our horizontal asymptote is, for h of x, is at 1, right? So that means h of x equals 1, and our g of x equals 1/2. So ours is like right here. So g of x equals 1/2. So that's comparing the asymptotes. Okay, then we can look at the intercept, right? So here it intersects our x-axis right there at -2. So we have this point on h of x. So h of -2, we have 0. So that's our intercept. These are our asymptotes. These two right here are asymptotes. Okay, and then our graph, we can just set this equal to 0. So 0 equals x minus 2 over 2x plus 2. Multiply both sides by 2x plus 2. These are going to cancel. When I multiply over here, anything times 0 is 0. So you get x minus 2, add 2, x equals 2. So there we have, this was h of x, and our g of x, so g of 2 equals 0. So they're kind of opposite there. So ours intersects actually at 2, 0. So ours intersects right here. And so that means we're probably looking something like this, because we're in this quadrant right here. And that means our other one's probably divided up here, right? So if I plug in probably -2 into this, -2 minus 2 is -4. And then on bottom, -2 times 2 is -4. We get another -2 again, and that is 2, 1, 2. So we're right here, going like this and going like that. So there's our graphs, and that's how we compare the asymptotes. And we compare the x-intercepts by setting our equations equal to 0, or seeing where they intersect each other. They intersect that x-axis,